Boosh, boosh, boosh. Right. Hello. Is this good? Chrome's updated. That's great news. Things about which I could not give a shit. What do I do? Twitch, that's what I do. Beep beep bop bop beep beep boom. No. Yes. No. Me. Hello. It's me. Hello. That's a song, isn't it? By Adele. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can something. Dooby doo 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 doo. Me 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 me. New me new me new me new. And I haven't got a clue. How much better do I have? I love you. I think that can live there. Fine. Now look. I know. I do know. Things, words. Yes, look. Now I know I'm called Drunk Old Man Making Games, and I am often drinking. But today I am actually quite drunk. I know I was last time I streamed as well. So my expectations for shiz getting dizzed is quite niz. It's niz on the shiz diz. On the diz shizzing? No, on the shizzing diz. Yeah, on the shiz diz. The shiz diz is probably expectation niz. But that's not to say I can't diz some shiz. Or at least try to diz some shiz while drinking biz. First things I can. One thing I probably can do, despite being a bit drunk, is, and if you stay for this, you really are, you know, you're a hardcore fan. What I'm going to do, this, for those of you that don't know, is a violin string. And oh God almighty. God, I'm old. Really don't get old. It's absolute rubbish. I've only very recently started wearing glasses. Apparently why is my bit stream unstable? What does that even mean? What do you think's going on? Do you think everything's okay? God damn it. Why is it... I've not been streaming for 48 minutes. Apparently I have. Whatever, apparently I've been streaming for 48 minutes. Look, stuff. Look, this. Maybe you can see that. That. You see that? I'm just proving to you there is a thing. There's an actual thing. It goes in a violin. Where? Where's this violin, you might ask? Yoink. Violin. So, this is very, very briefly. This is going to become a violin streaming channel. Oh, don't tell me I've got a frickin' bobbins out, because that's going to dick me off the treat, I can tell you. Right, welcome to Violining. Drunk Old Man Strings Violins. So I reckon, what do I reckon? I reckon if I shove that in there, yoinks, bring that through there. Oh, please tell me it's easy. Oh, why would this be difficult? Why do you make this any more difficult than it needs to be? Oh, it's difficult. Of course it's difficult. Is there a way of doing this? Ugh, why is everything always such a ball ache? Why is that so fucking... Yeah, your mum. So I reckon, no I don't reckon, what do I reckon? Oh, I think that is probably two. Alright, that's going to work better. Go in there, you little bastard. Please tell me that's going to go in. Are you actually having a Roman bath? What the actual frickin' the frog boss gets? Am I being dumb? I don't think I'm being dumb. That has not gone well. That has not gone according to plan. Oh my god. I mean, who'd play the violin? It's a stupid instrument anyway. Play a sensible instrument like a piano. What the hell? Who strung this? I don't know exactly who strung this. We all know who strung this. Danny. If that's your real name. How does... Ow! Am I actually cutting myself? Oh, I am. Great. So, things we have learned is don't do that. Oh my god, this is boring. I'm bored. Well, I'm glad I've got no viewers. And I'm glad it's unstable. What the hell? Why is my thing unstable? What the dog biscuit's going on? Can I give that a poke? I need a pokey stick. I'm gonna go and find me a pokey stick. Must have something pokey in here. I must have something pokey in here. That looks kind of pokey. Are you pokey? Pokemon. That looks pokey-ish. We poke that in. Oh my god, really? Just why? Who made this so complicated? Honestly, what the actual bollocks? Oh, I don't know. I'm already bored about this. Maybe that needs to be further. Yeah, maybe that's what it needs to do. All the way in, so I can. Is that gonna make it so that it goes in? Come on, you little farts. Ouch. It's lucky I'm wearing glasses. That would have got my eye. If you know how to string a guitar, point for any guitar, not a guitar, what's this called? A violin. I can actually, well, I can't really play it. I mean, I can make it say kind of Baa Black Sheep or something. Am I being stupid? I think I'm being stupid. Maybe I'm being stupid. Look, this isn't a just channel. Look, I make games, alright? It doesn't say Drunk Old Man coding, it says Drunk Old Man making games. And sadly, well not sadly, actually one of my favourite bits about making games is the music. And one of the things you need when making music is a stringed instrument. I'm not sure it's this stringed instrument though, if I'm completely honest. I don't think that's what I want it. But anyway, we'll get to that. No, it's close enough. It's close enough. It's close enough for jazz. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to string this bad boy. God almighty, getting all really just suck donkey. No, that's... What the actual fuck? I'm pretty sure that's not the right... Am I being stupid? I'm pretty sure that this violin is stringed completely incorrectly. I'm going to do this some other time. I literally can't be bothered. I don't need the violin today. Look, I'll put it there and I'll realise and hopefully remember, if I don't break it, which I probably will, that tomorrow, because I bought the string. Well, I didn't buy the string, that's a lie. I didn't buy the string, I stole it off my girlfriend because she does play the violin. You know what I could do? I could get her to sodding string it. That's not a bad idea. She probably knows what she's doing. Anyway, look. Hello, it's me. What are we doing? We're doing coding, apparently. So, amongst other things, oh god, I can't believe I'm drinking more beer. I must be absolutely insane. So, I'm making a game. The game is called Radical Penguin. It's about a penguin. Hint, spoiler alert, what is radical? And it's a radical penguin because it's a bit like Flappy Bird, but it's going to be more radical. It's a joke. It's a joke. I mean, wow. There's actually genuinely... I mean, I can't imagine the Twitch viewership demographic. It's a joke. It's a 90s gag. Anyway. And it's going to be slightly ironic. I'm going to make it like 90s style. It's going to be a bit like, imagine a kind of cross between... Oh yeah, like, so here we are. My brand positioning. You know? My brand positioning is going to be on the XY axis. It's an XY axis. Everything's an XY axis. It's going to be an XY axis. My brand positioning is Flappy Bird meets Sonic the Hedgehog on the old... There was a thing in the old days before we had these things like nice computers. Before we had good computers, we had these little console things, and they were handheld, and they were very exciting. And in the old days, we had those, and there was one of them called Sega something or other. Sega Master System? No, that was a console. But anyway, there's a handheld one. It was amazing, and it had Sonic the Hedgehog on it. And you should play the original Sonic the Hedgehog. It was amazing. I mean, well, you'll see. You'll see it's amazing, because I'm going to basically remake it with a penguin. What is radical? Right, now look. So far, this is Flappy Bird. And obviously I've got a bit of a problem with my physics. Because, as you can see, this is the penguin. Obviously that's the penguin. And I've got some sort of master thingy that lives over in the thingy. Between these thingies. So these are tethered to the father. Parent, not father. God, I'm so sexist. And this is where I've got to. So firstly, anyone's got any useful advice? Because the problem is I want it to despawn, but I've actually realised maybe it went through because the thing... Maybe, can I see it actually? Maybe I should make it an actual thing. I'm going to make it a thing that I can see. So I've had a whole bunch of ideas about how to fix this. But the simple fact is they're probably all pretty stupid. So there's a gappy thing, which is actually a tiny little thing. So I could make it a dot, but it's not going to make my problems go away. It'll just make it slightly go away, but there'll still be problems. So actually I want it as big as possible. Actually I do want it as big as possible, don't I really, now I think about it, because then I can never forget that it's crap. So if we do the box glider, boink. So I make you a bit bigger. So look, either it hits this thing. So now we know that we haven't just accidentally missed it. So I'm doing this on purpose. So this is going to mean that we collide every time now, which I don't want, but that's what we're doing. Now, I was thinking about this last night in my sleep. I do a lot of my best thinking in my sleep. And the thing that what I was thinking is at the end of the day, I'm not actually going to have Flappy Bird columns. I'm going to have a continuous sort of thingy. You know, like a tunnel, I suppose. And I'm not sure it's worth actually fixing this because the tunnel will be continuous, as I say. So I'm not really sure when it'll despawn. So I think I'm probably going to... Is it the same problem? It might be the same problem though. There's a lot of pontificating. There's a lot of thinking and pontificating. If you don't like thinking and pontificating, you're watching the wrong channel. Just turn off now. There's going to be a lot of chat. I'm not an expert. I'm working this crap out as I go along. One of the things I need to do is install some AI for assistance. I am actually a decent coder, but at the end of the day, who wants to spend their entire time typing out stuff that they already know how to do? I mean, not an amazing coder, but I'm a decent coder. I've been doing it for 25 years, so I'd hope I've at least slightly got the hang of it. Also seem to have got this. Fairly sure that that's a sort of callus from holding my mobile telephone. God. Several generations' time, humans won't even have hands. They'll just have, I don't know, something that interacts directly with the phone. Well, we probably have mobile telephones, frankly. Anyway, none of that's particularly relevant. What is relevant is how the hell I'm going to deal with this. I mean, there are so many options. So what I could do is I could offset the actual thing that owns it to some ridiculous offset that's never going to... Oh, I could do that actually. Oh, that feels like a bit of a cheat. But on the plus side, it does mean we can move forwards. So maybe I should just do that. Because I am not thinking outside the box. So what I've done is I've put it in the middle, which seems like a reasonable place to put it. But what I could do is actually I could put it... Can I zoom in like that? Oh, I can. Look at that. And can I... No, that does not work. No, none of these things work. What I want to do... Hey! Lagers, look at that. So, I can use that to move about. I think I may have known this. So, look. Ah, shit. That's actually really not a bad idea. So, I could offset this down. Oh. It just feels like a hack. That's the problem, is it's not just about actually solving the problem. It's about understanding what the problem is. And I do not understand what the problem is. I do not understand how I can have this as a parent thing for these two things. I want it to move left. I don't want it to be dynamic, but I also don't want it to be kinematic because I don't want it to hit the sodding thing. Now, I did find out that there's a thing on project settings where these bad boys interact with each other, right? But I don't know what that means. But I've changed this, and this says only, only interact. Wall spawn should only interact with wall spawn. But somehow, default transfer FX. Maybe have I set something else wrong? So you are on layer wall spawn. So you can only interact with. So why on earth are you interacting with my penguin? Because penguin is not on the wall spawn layer. Curtained helper he5. Well, thank you, AI viewers, streamboo.com. That's a useful comment. So, oh bollocks! I don't even know what I'm freaking doing. I'm in a bad mood. Look, so the sodding penguin is here. Apparently, why is this right? I'm gonna have to ask the sodding internet. I hate asking the internet stuff. Doink. Right, let's bring this over here so you can see what I'm asking the internet. This is you see, this is how old school I am. I'm still used to the idea of actually just working it out myself. But Unity, what's it called? That thing? Unity project settings, physics settings. Project settings, physics settings, Unity physics settings. What's it called? Layer collision matrix. Layer collision matrix. Not working. If all those terms are incorrect layer summons, parents objects layers apply to. Well, that's exactly what I've done. Oh, in overlapping 3D 2D settings, like missing rigid bodies. No, amazingly, that is not what I've done. Both, I think I have that. Neither should have is trigger set. Okay. Maybe I've got one of them set as a trigger. You, sir, I'm not a trigger. Penguin. Penguin. Yes, sir. Penguin. No, you're not the penguin, you're the gappy thing. But neither of you are triggers. Both are blah 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 blah. Both objects must have a collider. You, sir, have a collider. And Mr. Penguin, you, sir, also have a collider. Excellent. So far, so good. Penguin and Thingamy-Bob have colliders. At least one of the collider must have a rigid body. Or rigid body 2D. Okay, great. Rigid body 2D. I think they've both got rigid bodies. Both got rigid body 2Ds. Great. Verify the code, blah blah blah. On a 2 game. Oh. Oh, you'd better be kidding me. Why do they do that? What? No. It's just made that up. That's just classic nonsense. Oh, crapping dick. I mean, I'm not just if it's so depressing, this whole business. I mean, I should just be doing this in 3D. There's absolutely no advantage to doing it in 2D other than the fact that I occasionally get confused. Is this going to actually do its nonsense? I don't even know what's going on there. So look, I want you to go through now, Mr. Thing. Oh my god, that's frustrating. Okay, I'm going to cry. Alright, that's too far in. Out you come. Oh my god, this is miserable. Alright, so what? literally is what, 4 hours of, no, it's not. It's about an hour of my life. All right, fine, whatever. Great, great. So I fixed that nonsense. I mean, I'm just angry. What the actual bastards? Project settings. What was that again? Physics 2 doing physics. Well, why wouldn't you say it? Are you sure you want to be here? Are you sure you want to be here? Because, you know, maybe you don't. Because it's a 3D. Why did they say physics 3D? Why? It's the same shite anyway. You're a bum gardener. That is a great name. I want more bum gardeners. Anyway, well, great. I shouldn't complain because it's sort of working. Who the hell is viewing me? Is it just you, me, and Curtained Helper blah blah blah.com? I mean, what do you want? Account created 21 hours ago. You don't say. Can I don't know. Can I tell the mods to, like? I know it's too late for me. They've already annoyed me. But just go away, Curtained Helper, Heifer, Ow. I don't know what I'm drinking. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm drinking more. I must be some sort of idiot. Right. Anyway, so look, I've got actually. I suppose maybe I should be less of an arse about this. It looks like I've actually got a game. I mean, it's not a very good game, and it's not a very original game, but it is. Nonetheless, the game. Look. Okay, well. So first thing first, I think I need to adjust that. Alright, so let's do some playtesting. Alright, so that's much too hard. So the flappy thing is much too much flap. So I need less flap. Alright, first thing, less flap. Alright, Penguin, how much flap do you have? Have I made that a thingy that I can have? I don't know what any of those things mean. Spirit, flap force. Okay, let's make that 2. Oh, is this something I believe I can do this in real time, which is kind of exciting. So let's see what flap force does. 2. Alright, Penguin. Okay. Okay. Does this feel better? Yeah, this feels better. This actually feels controllable. 2's maybe a bit too little. I think maybe I want... Yeah, I think maybe I want 3. 2.5. We'll start with 2. No, I don't know. I don't know. I think 2. I mean, I actually want it to sort of be realistic, right? So imagine you're a penguin, like, swimming through the water. The thing is, I don't think a penguin goes up, penguin goes up, penguin goes up. Penguin goes up. I mean, penguin would just go faster, wouldn't he? If penguin's flapping, he's not just going to go up. So I think this is one thing that I've got, is I think actually flap's going in the wrong direction. I think flap should be... I think flap should have a forward dimension as well. Because he's in the water, he's not a flapping bird. I mean, that'd be ridiculous. What sort of person would make a game about a flapping bird? Ridiculous. Oh dear. No, that'd be very silly. I mean, no one's going to make money out of a flapping bird game. A fucking penguin swimming game. That's got legs, that is. I don't know, am I being... Maybe I'm making it too complicated to start with. No, but I kind of want it to be a bit more complicated. I want, when he flaps, I want there to be a sense of... What's that? Are those all being destroyed? No. So, gappy thing clone. Okay. Alright. I mean, I think it would be fun if there was a sort of sense of... I want that, because I want it to be a game about speed. So I think the thing is, when there's an upwards component... If there's an upwards component... So if there's a really... Yeah. If there's an upwards component, I want there to be a sense of that accelerating the leftward... The movement. Okay. And when there's a downward component, you're just falling because you're falling a bit too fast. So you're a penguin. You probably don't fall that fast in the water. But again, I mean, it's a game. It doesn't have to be entirely accurate. But, alright, penguin. Come on, oh, that's annoying. Oh, yeah, that's really annoying. Oh, what? No, look. Can I lock it? Can I pause it? Pause that. Have this. Penguin. Can I lock? You're locked. So now if I come over here. Hey, check this out. I'm getting the hang of this shiz. So now I can dip. Hey. Oh, this is fun. Oh, I quite like this. So I want my linear damping to be a bit... Oh, that was annoying. Where's my penguin gone? Okay, that is still annoying. Why can't that do what I want it to do? Boink. Come on, penguin. Ha 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 ha. I'm an expert at my own game. Right. Why have you disappeared? Come on. Oh, god damn it. I think what I should do is I should make ending the game not end the game. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think ending the game should not reload the thing. He should just, if he goes down there, what happens? He stops. Oh, I could just get on with it and stop being such a dick. Right, what do I actually want to achieve? I want the linear damping to be maybe slightly higher. So let's try 0.8. That sounds about right. Yeah, Mr. Linear Damping, how do you feel about them apples? Is it still 0.8 or did it get reset? I think it got reset. God, this is very frustrating. Right, so Linear Damping, did you get reset? Yeah, you did. Right, fine, I'll just... So what am I going to do? How do I tell it not to? Oh, screw it. I'll just change it arbitrarily. Why not? So, and just see what happens next time. And it'll be an ongoing thing. It's not like I'm going to get it right anyway. And we're going to change it about 73 times anyway. So, the flat force is around 2, which I think might be a bit low. But, and I don't know what that means. Because it's... the linear damping... Oh, so the linear damping's part of the rigid body. Not really sure how this all works, but I'm sure it's fine. I don't really know how this all works, but it's fine. So look, we'll change the linear damping. We'll change it to about 0.8, and we'll just guess that that's going to work. And then we'll have a see what that's like next time. The gravity scale, I think it feels at a reasonable speed. I think the mass is acceptable. I don't think that's going to matter because it's not going to interact with anything in any meaningful sense, I don't think. Alright, so we've got linear damping. We've got my very sexy glasses. I failed to restring a violin because even that seems to be over me. And I've got a seriable blah 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 blah. Okay. This is very exciting. Actually, that does feel a bit better. Oh yeah, this feels a lot better. And you don't fall so fast now. Yes, penguin. No, penguin. Okay. This actually works quite well. Yes, I like. Alright, so the penguin, this is a penguin. For those of you that have forgotten, it's definitely a penguin. You can tell it's a penguin because it's black. This is not a bird. I mean, yeah, alright, it is a bird. Penguins are birds. But it's not a flappy bird. It's a radical penguin. I want to make that very clear. This penguin is radical. It's black. Penguins have black and white on them, don't they? Okay, let's do it. Let's change the penguin. How on earth do we change the penguin? It's a sprite. Love it. How do we... Can we... Oh! Oh, oh no, hang on. Well, that's not right. So it's black. Oh, I don't know. How do I change dick with a sprite? Oh, God, this already looks stressful. Too much information. Sprite, penguin, simple, draw mode, mask interaction. None of that seems immediately obvious what any of it does. I suspect if I press it, it'll change the whole thing. So I need to give it a right. So if I add a sprite, I see, yes. So I need to make a new sprite. Can I change a sprite? So I want to copy and paste the 2D sprite. Boom. Love it. Already bored of all of that. Don't know what any of it means. No, that's all very boring. No, don't care. Don't care about that. So what have I got? I've got some things. Do I have any things? What's in my project? Well, is that everything? I don't want all that. I want my thingy bobbles. God, this is stressful. Like, you watch on the telly, you know, you watch the people on the TV, and they seem to know what the hell they're actually doing. I mean, when I say TV, on YouTube. So, look, Penguin. Any advice, really, gratefully taken. So there's a sprite. I would like to just change it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. God almighty. Never. No, we're not talking about any again. Editing stable because why the fuck's the sprite not editor? Can I make a new one? Oh my god, why is this so frustrating? Well, duplicate the stupid fucking thing. Oh, fuck me with a fork. But why is it not editable? Right, there's a thing. There must be a thing up here. Windows. Sprite editor. Sprites. General 2D. Sprite editor. Sprite editor. No, but that's not what I want. I want you to make a new sprite. New sprite. New sprite. New sprite. New sprite. Oh my god. Look, I'm not... Like, one day, I promise you... Oh god. No, right, fine. I don't care anymore. I'm already bored of that. I'll work that some other time. I mean, that's what designers are for. Designers do that kind of crap. I do coding, clever shit, you know. Right, so in short, what I think actually would be a useful thing is we've got the gappy thing moves at a move speed. I want that to change with the speed of okay, so how about we do that? So let's ask the internet, because I mean I'm sure there's all sorts of horrible hacky ways of doing it, but so I want Unity share variable between multiple game objects best practice. Boink. Right. Up your bum. So these are data containers. Does this have any specific scene? No, not that much. Best for global managers. You need a single manager object that exists from them, blah, 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 blah. And I don't think I agree with that. Direct inspector references. For simple relationships between a few of us, to find a public variable or a private one. No, because I think the thing is the whole... Everything's going to move, isn't it? Yes, everything's going to move. So actually... Alright, so for simple relation between few objects, to find a public variable, drag the target area once for the Unity, etc. Best for global managers. Best for data and global state. It probably is global state. These are data containers that exist outside only. They allow multiple games. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think like player health games. Yeah, it's probably not a long. It's not far off that. Okay, well, scriptural objects. So fine. So what the hell's a scriptural object? Shared stats, settings, item data. Okay, shared stats. That seems pretty good. Requires creating access that I can live with that. No scene dependency. Love it. Singletons. Unit test? Don't patronise me. I'm going to do it. Who does unit testing in this day and age? Crikey Moses. Oh, I'm already in a bad mood. Event-driven communication for complex systems, including Unifence or C# delegates. So I'm just going to listen with changes rather than constantly checking a shared variable. But yeah, it's going to change. So what I really want, I don't know what I want. I'm so confused. So what I really want is the scene around the penguin, right? So the penguin is the player moving. So everything else is a child of the scene? That seems deeply confusing. What does it solve? Does it solve things? Maybe it solves things. But then the scene can never despawn. Or, for that matter, continue to spawn. God, who knew making games are so difficult? I mean, this is really hard. I'm gonna want anything to. I already hate discussions.unity.com. This is a horrible website. Who'd make such a horrible website? Okay, this is more or less what I'm doing. Yes, no. Well, that's. I think the question is which of those is. Oh my god. No. God, you're also very clever. You haven't actually really answered the question. God, people just want to sound clever the whole way. Oh, okay, fine. This is exactly what you just nicked off, bastard. Oh, bloody. I mean, I don't know why I bother reading AI. I really don't. It's tack, but alright. To declare a behavior script with an interface that others can use to send and receive data through. On any script that needs to do this, declare a field property in this interface. You should then be able to create an instance of the script that implements the interface and assign it to anyone who needs it. This is similar to, but with some important changes. Dependency injection, it's like easily factual and more testable. Oh, well, I like the sound of that. Alright, let's have a look at that. Let's move forwards. Dependency injection on Unity. Okay, fine. I forget dependency injection in C#, so... You can blah. Old when Unity, blah, blah, blah. Get component other class. Well, I hate that crap. Serialized field, private other class, other with dependency injection. Oh, well, it's this shit. Okay, fine. I don't see where your interface is, but alright. Unit testing, don't care. Singletons, I don't know, I don't mind a singleton. They're not my favourite, but I can use it. Controversial singletons, dependency. So just for the fact that you're injected from not that you can draw the lifetime of the dependency from that. So yeah, well that's all true, but blah 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 blah. It all gets suddenly terribly complicated. Well, I don't know. In short, Modern C# and Unity 3D by Ruben Gonzalez. I shouldn't be rude about Ruben, but I think I look similar enough to him that I can say he could wear a nicer shirt. Right, Ruben, wear a nicer shirt. So in short, what the fuck? I mean, basically everything's going to move faster, isn't it? So we've got an entire scene. Can we make it so that... Can we make it like that? Oh my god. Oh my god, that'd be so much easier. So what we make it is the whole thing is a scene, and then the camera follows the penguin. So everything else is static. What do you think? Am I being insane? I mean, that seems sensible, doesn't it? The camera follows the penguin. Why is my fucking stream unstable? What do you mean it's unstable? It's not unstable. What do you mean log in with Twitch? I am logged in, you bastard. Okay. Why are you saying it's unstable if it's stable? Live, no delay, stable, that cable. Where are we today? Is it really... Oh god, I don't know what any of that crap means. There's too many words and buttons. Why do you make life so complicated? Is that now? Is this now? I think this is now. Audio video configuration idiots. Yeah, the average bit is too high. What do you mean too high? What am I meant to do about it? Oh my god. Fine, excuse me a second, but I mean, I refuse to be penalised because my Twitch bitrate is too high. Bitrate too high? I mean, what are the actual bobbins? You can actually, wait a sec, let me show you what this is. I mean, this is just absolute nonsense. I mean, who actually complains about your bitrate being too high? That's just nonsense. Right, come on. Boo. Come on, bish. Streaming on Twitch, usually exceeds the platforms. This causes drop frames, blah, blah, blah. You need to adjust your broadcasting stuff to align with Twitter. Well, fine. How do I do that? Alright, target. Alright, output streaming settings. I mean, what absolute arse. Why would you not do this automatically? What total nonsense. Right, streaming settings, blah 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 blah. Stream, maximum stream bandwidth, enhanced. Oh my god, of course I can't do it. Is it because I'm actually... It's because I'm currently broadcasting. Of course you can't change it while you're currently broadcasting. That would be too easy. I hate everyone. Have I ever mentioned that? I hate everyone. Alright, fine. You look, I'm well aware that this is hardly the most scintillating. Yeah, exactly. I literally lost the only viewer I had. I knew it wasn't scintillating work. I knew it wasn't. But sometimes you actually have to take one for the team. Well, you know what I might do? You know what I might do? You know what I might do? I might stop and come back in a second, having readjusted the thingy bob.